Welcome, everybody, to Commissioner Corner. I am Commissioner Middleton.
And I'm Commissioner Grove, as it says right here in my fancy little placard. And this week we'll be talking about the first actual NFL game that was played this past Thursday. Talk about the fantasy impacts that most of the star players had for Baltimore and for Denver. And also talk about what we have upcoming here. The first NFL Sunday kicks off this Sunday. So we might have a little advice for you. Stay tuned for that. But first, let's kick it off because there was some waiver wire action going down.
There was a lot of action on the waiver wire. How do you feel about
it? I feel kind of gypped because Candace sniped Victor Cruz away from me. And whenever I clicked on and saw that Kevin had dropped Victor Cruz for Kenny Stills,
what are you doing?
What are you thinking?
What is going on? What is going
Just because the Saints are your favorite team doesn't mean you need to own all their players. But that ended up working out for him, and I'll tell you why in a bit. But the winner of the Victor Cruz lottery was Candace. Candace won
this
handsome horse teeth having man.
You can pop a carrot.
And she is now pretty stacked on her fantasy team.
Yeah, I think she's going to be something to be messing with.
I took a look out at her lineup since she got him, and I'm like, man, that's a strong lineup. I know
very, very true.
I was next on the waiver wire. So, Candace, that's what I have to say to you.
All right, let's talk about the Baltimore. Let's talk about these points that happened on last Thursday here.
Let's do it. Joe Flacco, pretty strong QB2. QB2 is if you need a backup quarterback. That's what QB2 means. Flacco threw the ball 60 times and only got 20.48 points. So not a really strong performance by him, but it would do in a pinch if you had him starting as a reserve quarterback.
He looks to be steady.
He's okay. He just has no weapons. His main weapon, Torrey Smith, only got 9.2 points. He's on Crystal's team, my wife's team, and she was very frustrated. He almost got a touchdown, but was tackled at the 4-yard line. So she was. You should have seen her. I've never seen her that excited before, just cheering for some unknown team, you know.
Fantasy football will do that.
Yes, it will. That's the fun thing about fantasy football.
Makes you watch more than just 1-2 games.
That's right.
Then we had Ray Rice. Ray Rice with 13.1.
So the grocery already got some points.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Some money.
Rice putting out. You know, that's the staple of any meal.
Uncle Ben.
Yeah, the staple of Simone's fantasy team is rice. Decent performance, and his handcuff is super handcuff. Bernard Pierce didn't really do a whole lot.
No, we expected a little bit more out of him than 2.2.
Yeah, so I'm glad, though, because he's on Kevin's team, one of Kevin's starting running backs. And
so I know why you're glad, then.
I'm glad he didn't put up all that many points because Kevin was helped out by one of his pickups that is the starting tight end for Denver, Julius Thomas.
Yes, let's go to Denver.
Julius Thomas busted out the gate, first time ever being a starting tight end, 23 points.
Go ahead, Kevin. Go ahead. Get him, boy.
2 touchdown catches. I'm just hoping my man, Jimmy Graham, my starting tight end, can do the same.
I bet Simone wish you had Graham.
You can't have graham crackers and rice. That doesn't fit.
Oh, it does not work, does it?
Unless you want to dip them in like a rice pudding. Have a nice, healthy, bowel cleansing snack.
Lord of mercy. And then we have Walker.
Walker. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he did play for New England, so I guess that's the New England accent that you're adding on there. Welker. What's Walker?
He played Welker. Welker. 16.7.
Yeah, so Hal's very thankful that Welker caught 2 touchdown passes from Peyton.
No kidding, huh? Go ahead, Hal.
Yeah, go ahead, Hal. And Demaryius Thomas, probably Peyton Manning's favorite target, 28.1 points.
Go ahead, Day-Day.
Just went off. But Eric Decker, I guess now the number 3 option in that offense, He only got 3.2, and that's my wife's other starting wide receiver.
It's kind of depressing when you think that you'd get more out of him. What was his projected points?
10
or so?
10, around 10. Very frustrating, but he was the second most targeted wide receiver. He just had several drops.
Whoopsie!
It's going to happen, and this goes for everybody. It's going to happen. Wide receivers are some of the most frustrating players to own because sometimes they just go off, sometimes they don't.
I think sometimes they just put the left-hand glove on the right hand glove on the left hand, sock on the feet on the sock.
That actually works. But you forget to put the stickum on your gloves. Oh, you can't use stickum. I guess Elmer's glue.
Lick your hands.
Cinderella glue. Yeah.
Get a nice little.
But just keep the faith. It'll come. If it doesn't,
just think it's week 1.
Yeah, it's week 1.
Game 1.
Game 1, week 1.
A lot of jitters on the season opener.
Oh yeah, tons. Monty Ball, the stud running back from Wisconsin, he's also on the grocery. He only got 2.4, and that's kind of like whenever you get one of those hand baskets that you take to the grocery.
That's right.
And you only put like a can of Campbell's soup in there. Yeah, just nothing.
Well, you thought you were going for some onions, and you decided to get some soup, and
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna
one or two items.
I'm gonna make a lovely meal tonight for myself, and you're like, screw it, I'm doing some chunky chili Campbell's
string cheese
with some string cheese
because you had no string cheese. All right, and then we go to my man of the week, Peyton.
Oh, Horseface himself got Jeremy 46.28. I swear to God, he looks like him and Sarah Joseph Parker are twins.
Well, no, you could actually put like 3 more eyeballs up here, and I mean, or 3 more sets. And he's got a huge forehead.
Probably a second nose.
Yeah, the third eye or something. Who knows? He did very, very well.
He did awesome. Tied the record set by Y.A. Tittle for 7 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. You know what the Y.A. stands for?
Uranus?
Close. Yelverton Abraham. And he played at LSU, and you call yourself a fan.
Can't win them all, can you?
You study your history, Brack.
Histories.
Anyway, that'll do it for the Baltimore-Denver matchup. A strong performance, mostly by Denver. That's what they were set to do. That was a smart thing to draft Denver players. But a slew of other games left. This is the first Sunday.
Just the first day. This is just
the
first matchup of talking about the first game of the first week.
By the way, may have noticed the jersey, the Saints stud offensive lineman.
Falcons hate
week. If you got hate in your heart, let it out.
Let it out!
Hate. Just like Maynard said, hate.
Okay. Always thank you to seeing so much more going on the message board.
That's right. Keep it up.
Oh, it's been wonderful.
It's awesome talking smack. Me and Kevin.
Smack talk, shit talk, whatever you want to call it. It's wonderful. I want to see more of it.
Me and Kevin, we're going at it, talking shit. Smack, however you want to call it. If you want to be vulgar like me, if you don't, like Jeremy.
Yeah, I don't use my mouth.
If you want to be polite like Holly and say, congratulations on the nice pickup of Julius Thomas, Kevin. That was wonderful.
That's just like saying, damn, Jordan, in your face!
Or being like, I submit, your team is better than mine. Wonderful performance by your boys, though. That was awesome.
Let's go get some team.
Can I have a 10K?
Well, don't forget to check your lineup. Double check your lineup. Make sure you got everything in place for Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday. Sunday.
I already did a last minute transaction. Dropped Tennessee's defense. Yeah, picked up Indianapolis's because they're starting against Oakland and their third string left tackle. So I'm expecting to see whoever their starting quarterback is on the ground, just like all these young folks' pants.
All right, with that being said, I wanted to just say, hopefully next week we'll get some call-ins from you.
Call-ins, maybe a special guest or two.
So stand by for episode 4.
Episode 4, all right, go Tigers.
See where this thing's growing.
That's right, we'll see. Might look like some 70s bush on Jeremy's face next week, but cheers.
Cheers, fuckface.
Undy.